Hi, hello. Myself, Avinash. I have 4.5 years of experience in React.js development and as well as Angular.js. So, I'm very happy to code in JavaScript language as well. So, I use a few I use a few JavaScript frameworks to uh, build some sort of web applications in my companies, previous companies, and my past current companies as well. Today we'll start discussing about uh, like a scenario like uh, uh, getting inputs from the user side or the customer side to filter details in the text boxes, and then finally we'll display those details in the table, like whichever the user or the customers has been implement user their details in the text boxes, and finally those details will uh, save them into a database. In our database like MongoDB. Um, this is our motive to use this like a small scenario. The main scenario of um, this project of this project is like getting the input from the user, and then finally we'll display those details into the user interface itself. And then finally we need to save the details in the MongoDB database. So the tools we have used for this scenario is like AngularJS, JavaScript, one of the JavaScript framework like AngularJS. So we all know it is developed by Google. So on the backend for the backend, so when we have used Nodejs, and then the third-party middleware like Expressjs, and the database finally MongoDB. Let's start the discussion. Let's start the tutorial on right now. So the scenario is like this. The saving part like database, we do a CRUD operations in this user application as well. So let's see how it works. So finally, so we have a particular component for this Angular JS, like particular component or a page and whatever it may be. So we have a component like API for, so in this API for and validation, let's only discuss about API for only. So in this API for component, we have input where text boxes, like four text boxes. We have full name, mobile, email, and address. So once the user details enters into the text boxes, and so after submit it, the data will be displayed in this text box, this table format. And as long as we'll have CRUD operations as well, edit and update, edit or update, and delete part. So we have also here such a text box, whatever the name we have entered, like Prithvi, and then we can search. So it will display as a total users is one. So the user is the Prithvi user is has only one in our database, right? So and also we will apply some sort of pagination as well. So per page it will only count three records, and then it will display next page. And then we have also implemented some sorting techniques, some sorting order. Whenever whenever we have press in full name, it will sort out from alphabetical order to A to Z, and the same like email as well. It will sort it out from A to Z. See, and then for mobile as well, it went least number to highest number. So we have implemented the sorting order for full name, email, and mobile. So let's try to add another more user. See, and we will say that. Sir, more check phone number. I have implemented some like validation as well. So as long as it will reduce on take 10 numbers, also it will show it as invalid. If we enter 10 digits, it will take it as a valid. So the same case of email as well also. invalid email. So, gmail.com, and the address is Bangalore. As long as I've submitted this text box like address, like only it will allow to this address only 100 characters. After 100 below the 100 characters it will take. After the 100 character it won't take. As long as I submit the button, you can see the user added successfully. There's like a alert text box. You click on OK, then it will enter into the text box. See this table. It will enter into the table, and as long as we can also check MongoDB compose. If we refresh this, 6 element 6 user also added. Length of 6, length is 6. Sarath Kumar ID, okay, Bangalore is added, right? Okay. Can also add more number, one more user. Mm, yeah, user added successfully, and then it has been saved, displayed in a table as well. So you can see the pagination is also working well with the 3 records for each page, right? So records Ranjit Reddy shape Hyderabad is saving, right? So quickly I can demonstrate it. So we see the total user length as well, 7. If we search on Ranjit Reddy, it will show only one record as Hyderabad. And also while searching this particular name, it is a case sensitive basically. Why? Because in the input field, whatever the details has been entered, those details we need to give here, because it is like case sensitive only. Because if we see like if you miss one letter also, it will not display in a table. The value will be particularly same as it is actually given input. It will display. See, okay. Let's go with the another features, like coming to this edit button, like edit button. Okay, Sarath Kumar, I need to change the detail. Let's say username as Sharath Reddy. Then the address is Mumbai. As long as I press it, the alert will come. Record updated successfully. Okay. See, so Sharath Reddy updated Mumbai. Hyderabad to Mumbai it will be displayed. Bangalore to is Mumbai. So, yeah, it is updated. Sharath Mumbai. Okay. And also I want to delete the record right now. See if it will delete or not. Then the total length is 7 users. Then it will become 6 users. Let's see. Record deleted successfully. It will be deleted. So detail whose record it will be deleted means the record. There is no more record after the. So this is about a few. This is about our scenario basically. So I have designed like user interface. I quickly designed it as only one day. So taken as font awesome as well to use these icons as to both for all the text boxes and everything. So let's go with the code right now. How I will implement this. I will tell you quickly. So coming to the app component.ts file. Here we all import for all components in here. I imported every component in my components here in my projects here. So everything is been imported here only. The declaration part as well. The declaration components also imported. And then we have to import the predefined libraries like router modules, browser modules, then HTTP client modules, React form modules, pagination, HTTP client module. HTTP client module is very important to in this React.js framework because we need to if we want to view our changes or browser application UI, we need client HTTP client module to view the changes in the browser itself. So that's why it's very important in Angular.js. So I have imported a path. I have written a routes in the particular path as well. We have a particular path also for this API4 component. What we are discussing now, component API4 is implemented here, imported. And then finally, we have to go to the app component. There here app component.html. We have and I have created a particular navbar. I use a bootstrap only. So for the scenario like on this project. So to quickly demonstrate on it, November I created a navbar. So in this navbar we have a li like API4 component with router link, the link of API4, and then is validation. So coming to the API4 component, like coming API4 component HTML is a UI where we have written. So here the four text boxes we have used. What we are seeing a full name, mobile number, email ID, and addresses with the of ng model input tag, input declaration method, declarative ng model declarative in Angular.js. So and then finally we have implemented the button call search method, right? And then we have implemented a table to display properties like full name, email, and mobile, and address of user details or any customer details. So finally, we will loop those properties of a user and then customer, and then loop and will display in a table format by using the ng for declarative in Angular.js. The same way in React, we will use map, right? So in the same way here, we will use ng for. And also, we implemented sorting technique for full name, email, mobile, and address. So sort me. So and then we have implement finally pagination to a particular UI. Pagination controls method. Pagination control method is one of the method on pagination doing in Angular.js. Coming to the API4 component.ts file where we have code in the particular UI port. So we have implemented the client HTTP client. So every component we have to import HTTP client to display our need in a particular component. So starting from the constructor, we are starting from the constructor, we have direct method get contact where we are fetching the user list totally, right? And then we have properties like name, mobile, and email address, server response, user ID. These details we have used from user interface as well. Uh, just we need to declare them as a string with an empty. So okay, coming to the first save part. So input details we have declared with the name with the object like this dot name to save our user details. So let server is a it is also one of the variable name. So where we can show and just earlier before I showed to alert message, right? So whenever the action is performed, the server responds through alert message from backend. So the backend is having some message those messages it is been coded and then it will display in a browser like in the form of an alert message. So we have a subscribe method. In React we have a dot then promise. Here we have a dot subscribe in AngularJS. It is most important method AngularJS. So this is the alert message where we ping it. And then finally we will save those uh, data. The same way, if the details is already been declared, if it is the data of an user is already there, we need to update anything. So we have a method called put. The same way, the save button we have post here. So if we use here like put method for the update method to update the details, we use a put method. We know URL we have to push and the new contact like this is a new contact where the properties objects we declared. So we push them into put method. Sorry. After that we will subscribe it and then uh, this, okay. Then we will perform a alert message. Coming to next method like delete user. We will delete the user like by by appending like ID. So we will have delete the user details by using ID. So we know as earlier by React also we will do same thing. Like here we will use delete method, delete and the URL as well. So you can come into the search method, find user we using button method. So URL we use the same post method whatever we use in the same method, the same way we use to post here as well. But we are pushing URL and then we will have pushing them some argument like name of a variable and then the field of username. So the field of text name that uh, username will be retrieved from the text as well. And then finally it will display the result in a table. What we have seen it here, right? P colon number equal to 1 is nothing but this is about pagination for page number equal to 1. So here we can see the sorting descending order we perform by using switch keys. So ascending order to descending order. So in case full name email mobile we have written for full name email mobile. So we're using local compare we will use the full name to compare from alphabetical order performing an email as well. So mobile we can't able to use local compare. We use only the minus hyphen symbol to reduce to counting from less to high. The same way, if it is not ascending to descending order, it will perform like else method like descending order to ascending order, vice versa. First. So this is about UI. So finally, we've seen it. So coming to the backend part, let's see, starts with server.js. Coming to the server.js start file, JS file. So I have implemented some core library parts, core library third-party tools like Course, right? Deliver like Expressjs. So with the Mongoose driver. So if you want to require if you want to apply Mongoose project compulsory, if you want to use MongoDB, we need to require absolutely we need to require a Mongoose driver. So once the Mongoose driver is connected with the string called one to localhost, then with a table called mean2, once the table get connected, if the port is open, then the database connected is will be connected. If the port is not open, it will throw an error database connection as well. So the constant all users require all API. Let's see next to the all API is what we'll create one variable like const variable. So where we're using where we are using like these all users will be getting from the routing will be getting the details of all API. So nothing but this is all user data will be there in all API. So all API is a method with the file. All API is a file like where we are implementing the part, routing module, routing particular routing modules of the methods. So those details we will it will be using it. That is the meaning of it. So we are discussing about these only. These rest are different parts. So coming to the schema first. Schema is very important in MongoDB. So firstly we need to write a schema and then we will perform CRUD operations to basically MongoDB. So once the Mongoose driver is get required, after that the stable structure is determined like in the schema, Mongoose schema like full name, mobile, and address and email. Full name is type string, mobile type number, address type string, email string. And we require full name and mobile required to true and address and email we don't require, right? So after that we can export the mongoose of a particular user along with the stable structure variable function. Sorry, the structure and this is for user collection. Okay. As we know, we have user, that means this is a table and this is a user collection, where we are storing in a user collections of user data. Coming to the all API, this is a uh, file where we can write our custom routes to using methods like get, post, update, and delete methods. So here we insert like, express router method middleware called express using the router lines we have implemented here, and then user require like all schema. The user it will be requiring like a schema, and starting with the first part. I forgot to something I would like to tell you in AP4. Sometimes like AP4. So I forgot this engine on it as well. The main thing. Sorry. In user UI. So in React we have implemented like use effect for that. So once the method we are using in a use effect, it will be like whenever the browser is get reloaded or any performing like any ticket, the method get triggered. It will be get triggered once the method is declared inside of the use effect. The same thing here in Angular we have a method called ng on it. So instead of this get contact, this dot get contact, this method it will be get get triggered once the web browser is getting started whenever the cause of method is getting called. So this is about main uh, purpose of this and on it. I'm really comparing this React and Angular, so we need to clearly understand about it, right? So let's go back to the whole API. So you all know routing part in backend. So here we get started with the router.get method. Get method you can fetching the details of user list, right? So for that we have a async function. We will use uh, the method called collection like user.find. So find is a method in MongoDB. So it will fetch all the data, and then those using this it will be, we are saving this to all user, and then we'll reversing the order of the particular user format. So that's why it is displaying in the form of uh, reversing format. When latest order will comes first, right? Next, the router.post method for save user. So if you want to save method, we save user. We need a post request. So use will start the properties of a full name, mobile, and email with the body name. and then finally we have a predefined function called save user, and then we will save the particular user properties or objects of in this new user. So once the new user.save method is called, and these the whole details of this body of name, mobile address and email is being saved in the this full name, mobile address and email is been get saved. Finally, we are using the status of 200. And then the message we have used and user added successfully. We know once the data entered, and then we will perform submit, like perform added some details and then perform submit, and we are seeing some alert message, right? So this is happening like this message. This message user added success will be sending to the this where it is let server response. Let server response. So it is been sending to this message into this parenthesis, and then it will alert this message in the browser itself. Okay, coming to next thing. So after that, we can update user, we have put request. Okay, for this we use find by id, and then also we use request.body.id. Okay. Request.body.id. I think okay. Sorry. We'll come with the request.body router.delete come first. To delete user, we know we'll append the id, right? So for params, we'll use params for deleting the ID. Then we'll push those message to it by record deleted successfully. And then coming to the update path, we'll update the user by using find by the same method what we are using in the delete method. But the argument like request.params we use here, we use request.body.id. The main difference between params and body keys. By using the params ID, it will hold the temporary of an ID of a particular uh, user list or any list like particular products list, anything. So it will hold the particular ID of the particular uh, input fields of sorry user ID, a particular ID of user. And then it will perform the action. After performing the action, it will be the memory of cache. It will be cleared. Coming to the body is having full control of a particular user list of a list. It will once the performance of perform the action, even though it is will be perform completed the action, it will not. Uh, it will store the data, the uh, um, whole program as well. So it is like so there will be so much difference. So it is perhaps is temporary, the body is permanent. So whenever we call the body, so the body is like a blueprint of a particular property. So we know the blueprint cannot it cannot be change it cannot uh, deleted, right? So it will be whole. It will save a particular uh, cause of program until it it destroyed. So after that, we say or same thing. We'll say those using we can loop for a user info. Then the customer body name, mobile name. We're looping it after wait username. That's as input same method. We can saving it, and the message also we can pushing into the let server response. Record updated successfully. Coming to this post search user we are using for this thing, for this one. So we put search input. We have a method called search user here, and then we find we using a method called find, and we will use the full name of a in parentheses full name request.body.name. So this input name will be sending to the full name, and this full name it will retrieved and been retrieved here in the text, the database, and then finally displays in a table. So this is about our scenario, what we were discussing about this. See, about this, these are all methods, CRUD operations, what we see. This is how we will implement our Angular on CRUD operations VDE using Angularjs and then database MongoDB. Okay, thanks. Thanks for your time. Thanks everyone.